Hi, Decide from Groovy Entertainments. Today we got another book to read for you. Today, book is Gobert the Map Maker for 1991. So let's get started. Possibility it was because of his uncle traveling Matt, or maybe it was just the way he was. But Gobert had always had a special interest in maps and its drawing. But this time, his friends thought Gobert had gone a bit too far. Lately, every time they wanted to play, Gobert was too busy with his big project to join them. Instead, he was hard at work on the official, totally accurate, never before attempted, complete book of maps of Fraggle Rock. For this, he had to explore, measure, and map out every nook and cranny of Fraggle Rock. Maps, said Boomer, shivering. Sound dangerous to me. I mean, you could travel on a nook or get your head stuck in a cranny. Me look at a map, declared Moki, who preferred to keep things mysterious. I just found my nose. I don't know, said Wilby. Maybe Gobert right, or maybe Boomer's right, or maybe Moki's right, or who needs maps? Persessed Fred. I know this rock like the back of my hand. Let's play water polo. And that's exactly what they all did. All that is except for Gobert, who was off in the north tunnel taking measurements. He was sketching each bend, each nook, and each cranny and each landmark. His map had to be accurate down to the tiniest detail, or it couldn't be official, totally accurate, never before attempted complete books of map of Fraggle Rock. Meanwhile, back at the pool, the gang was caught up in a Rosso game of water polo. The score was tied, and Red had just passed the ball to Wilby. It flew high over his head, way out of bounds, and out bounced out of sight somewhere in the direction of a cavern of echoes. Oh, gee, said Wilby. He disappeared from sight after the ball. After some time had passed and Welby had failed to return with the ball, Moki said he probably can't decide what path to take. I better go help him. And off went Moki, following her nose to find Welby and the ball. After an even longer time, neither Moki nor Welby nor the ball had returned. Now it was Red's turn. Those two probably couldn't find their way out of the gorge garden under a full moon, she said. I'll get them. I know that part of the rock like the back of my hand. When it became obvious that Red, Moki, and Wilby and the ball was all lost, Boomer stood there in a panic, muttering to himself, what happened to him? All I know is something terrible. I need to get help from someone who knows the cave better than anyone in Fraggle Rock. And who was that someone? Gobert. Of course, who else but the maker of the official totally accurate, never before attempted complete book of maps of Fraggle Rock. Gobert was sketching the dumpos on Elbow Boulder when Boomer came running to find him. Last seen, he explained, they was heading toward the cabin of Echo. I'm sure something terrible must have happened. That cave is so confusing, Gobert reached into his pouch. Luckily for everybody, I have already completed my sections on the Cave of Echo. It's a mighty tricky place. All right, I'm not surprised they're lost. Gobert and Boomer set out for the cavern. Following the map, turning this way and that, Gobert and Boomer quickly discovered Red when they came up on her, standing in the dark patches. She was staring at the back of her hand, so lost that even her hand didn't look familiar. A little farther on, they found a very dizzy Moki who had been following her nose in circles. Finally, sitting on the bar at the place where the three paths met, they found Wilby arguing with himself about which path to take. Then they all held hands, following Gobert in his map. They made their way out of the cavern and back to the familiar ground. They hoisted Gobert high on their shoulder and marched around singing. 3 cheered for Gobert, he saved the day. 4 cheered for Gobert, he showed us the way. 5 cheered for Gobert, and next time perhaps we might even help him to work on his map. So that was Gobert the Map Maker from 1991. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.